Good evening and welcome to the 11th FSTS graduation of 2021. So far we've graduated 181 frontline supervisors, and this evening we celebrate the graduation of 16 more supervisors, and I couldn't be more proud of these future leaders of UPS. Each one of you brings something unique to the role that you're in. I hope this class has shed some light on the things that you need to do to become even more effective at your already tough but most important job here at UPS. So in the last 2 weeks, you guys have been like, I guess you can relate it to going to the gym. Right? You're gonna go to the gym, you're gonna start working out, and you're gonna look in the mirror, and you're really not gonna see any difference, right? And day 2, you're gonna look in the mirror, and there's really not gonna be much difference. And maybe a week into it, you're not gonna see much difference. But if you stick with it, and you take the things that you've learned in this class, and you apply them night after night, after about 6 months or so, you're gonna see a huge change in your work area, and you're going to see a huge change in yourself. Don't forget, when you guys get back out there, you're not just going to have your normal management team to lean on, but Michael and I will always be there for you as well. So let's recap some of the things that you guys have learned over the last 2 weeks. Number 1, don't forget what we said about perception, right? And making sure that you guys look the part. Don't be that can of dented beans in the grocery store that you reach behind. You guys want to be the ones that always look sharp and are nicely dressed. Don't forget the difference between leading and managing. One is an appointed title, and the other is a role model that you get looked up to. And if you lead all your employees, you get a workforce that is 50% more productive. Remember the importance of being fair and consistent. Accountability works if it's administered correctly. Remember to engage with your employees. Get to know each and every one of them on a personal level, and it will actually have better results working for you. Remember how important attitude is. Remember the things that we do here, that we covered here in class, is not just UPS lessons, but their life lessons as a whole. The class also wouldn't be the same if it wasn't for upper management sending and investing their time by sending you guys to FSTS. So I'd like to thank upper management here at Worldport for doing that, as well as coming in and giving presentations to teach you guys the soft skills needed to become more successful. Don't forget what Norman talked about tonight, right? He kind of did a recap, and he talked about the difference between leading and managing. He stresses the importance of teamwork and planning. He brings home the importance of relationship building by bonding and building relationships just in the 2 hours that he's here in class. He tells you to continue to build across your own brand, to stay in school, and to always sharpen your sword. Thank you, Norman, for all that you do for us. I'd also like to thank Jeff Semenick and Jason Foote for their talking points. Next, I want to turn it over to Michael, who does a great job of keeping things nice, neat, straight, and keeping my hair from turning any more gray than it already is. Michael?
Thank you, James. Good evening. I always like to start this out with a little policy reading, and this is actually the policy reading that's on your guys' certificates. Within each of us, there is a mysterious, innate force that drives us onward. It wants us to do better and to be better. If you will but heed the voice, nothing on earth can stop your progress. Within these past 2 weeks, I'm proud to say that I've seen this innate force in all of you. And I'm proud to see the supervisors that you are and the supervisors you become. But now is the time that I challenge you to put what you've learned here in action. Go out there and build relationships and show your employees that you care. Go out there and hold your folks accountable and hold yourselves accountable. Go out there and be the change and the good and the company that you want to see. Because you are the future of UPS, and you will do great things here. Another thing, and James had touched on it, is that whether you guys know it or not, you are networking in this class. You guys have made lasting relationships, and you have the group me forever. That being said, you've got your management teams here to support you, and you've got so many opportunities and resources here at UPS available to you. So take advantage of those. And if you ever feel that you're alone, wherever you are, you always have James or myself to reach out to. I wish you all the best of luck, and I hope that you all never ring that bell, because again, you will do great things here. And so without further ado, let us start the graduation. First, we have Bryant. Bryant had a perfect test score and was voted best dressed. Congratulations, Bryant.
Good evening. My name is Bryant Humphries. I'm a frontline supervisor for Small Sort Secondary. One of the many things I've learned at FSTS is the importance of building trust between me and my employees. Trust is the basis of any working relationship. Without it, how can we as supervisors be able to trust our employees to get the job done when it needs to be done? Trust is a two-way street. While we need to be able to trust our people, they in turn need to be able to trust us. Their trust in us reassures them that they are following someone worth following.
Next we have David. David scored a perfect test score, was also voted best dressed, and was part of the winning competition team. Congratulations, David.
Greetings, my name is David Powell. I'm a frontline supervisor in Small Sort Secondary. One of the many things I've learned here at FSTS is the difference between being a leader and a manager. It's very important to know how to use both strategies and use both effectively to get the best product out of your employees. In my work area, I will use management whenever I'm setting up my area, moving employees around, and finding the most efficient way to finish the night. But I'll also lead by effectively communicating, motivating, and doing what I can to make work fun. Thank you very much.
Next we have Henry. Henry scored a perfect test score, was the Knowledge Bee winner, and won the Jim Casey Legacy Award. Congratulations, Henry.
Hello, my name is Henry Crede. I'm a coverage supervisor in Building 1. One of the many things that I learned in FSTS is the absolute importance of relationships, how it can impact you as a leader, how it can impact your night at work. Not only do you need to have relationships with your employees, you also need to have relationships with your coworkers, your boss, your boss's boss, anybody you meet. One way I'll implement this into my work area is by speaking to people every day, maybe employees, new hires, anybody. Just speaking to them, making them feel valued, making them feel like they're important in the work area. Because if you do that, it'll help them want to stay, keep them there, it'll make them feel like you care. And then they'll want to work for you because you care about them. And you show that you care by just talking to them, showing their interest, just speaking to them like not about work, about anything. And the big part is speaking to new hires. They are a valuable asset to UPS. And one important thing to do with them is speak with them and build a relationship with them so they want to stay. Retention's a big problem right now, and that will help that. Thank you.
Next we have Jason. Congratulations, Jason.
Good evening. My name is Jason Perez. I'm a 9/11 ramp supervisor. One of the many things that I took from FSTS is inclusion. How I'm going to bring that back to my area of work is by making everyone feel at home, by asking questions about any interest they might have, and of course answering questions that they might have for me, regardless of any age, any beliefs, and race. Thank you.
Next we have Bayleigh. Congratulations, Bayleigh.
Hi, my name is Bayleigh Vorbrink. I am a supervisor in Wing H. One of the many things that I have learned from FSTS is how critical it is to build relationships. This goes for not only with your own employees, but your coworkers and upper management team as well. Building a relationship gains you trust, loyalty, and credibility that can make a huge difference in the success of your workplace. To put this in my current workplace, I plan on implementing new activities and moving people around to get to know one of each other better every single night in the sort. Thank you.
Next we have Jasmine. Congratulations, Jasmine.
Hello, my name is Jasmine Churchill, and I'm the frontline supervisor in Small Sorts Primary. One of the most important things that I learned in FSTS is becoming a better leader for my employees. My goal is to be able to lead my team in the right direction every night during operations and doing the right thing outside of work as well. How I'm going to be able to do this in my in my work area is motivating them to do their best in their line of work and motivating myself to keep moving forward. Thank you.
Next we have Megan. Megan scored a perfect test score and was most improved. Congratulations, Megan.
Hello, my name is Megan Lancaster. One of the most important things I learned at FSTS is to make safety my #1 value. I will use this when I return to my area by following and enforcing all safety methods and procedures and taking care of my employees. Thank you.
Next we have Makenzie. Makenzie scored a perfect test score. Congratulations, Makenzie.
Hello, my name is Makenzie Shrader. One of the many things that I have learned at FSTS is how important building relationships with people are and how the whole entire company can benefit from it. How I plan on bringing this back to my area is by making an effort to talk and get to know people I don't normally talk to and making time to get to know them. Thank you.
Colin, congratulations.
Good evening. My name is Colin Riggs. I'm a frontline supervisor for revenue recovery. Of the many things that I learned from FSTS, the importance of motivating employees has stuck with me the most. Motivating our employees plays a major role in building relationships and making the workplace positive. With that being said, I plan on being more motivational to my employees by setting goals with them frequently and recognizing them for the goals that they reach. Thank you.
Matthew, congratulations.
Hello, my name is Matthew Christmas. Of the many things I learned in FSTS, one of the most important things was just how important communication is and using it out in the operation. And communication can determine how you build relationships, which we all know how important that is. Without good relationships, your people won't respect you as much and you won't be able to do the work you're trying to do. When I get back to my area, I am going to stay positive and I'm going to encourage my employees to be their absolute best. Thank you.
Justin had a perfect test score. Congratulations.
Good evening. My name is Justin Davis, and I'm a frontline supervisor on Wing A ramp. I have learned a plethora of information in FSTS over the last 2 weeks. However, the most important thing I've learned is the importance of building relationships and how those relationships will impact every aspect of the operation and our success. With these new skills at hand, I can now effectively impact my employees' safety culture and their success on a nightly basis. Thank you.
Grace, congratulations. Grace also had a perfect test score.
Good evening. My name is Grace Smith and I'm a frontline supervisor in the Worldport Freight Facility. One of the many things I've learned throughout FSTS is something we've talked about, like James likes to say, since day one. The importance of setting clear expectations. Employees need our clear expectations every night in the work area to get their job done effectively. Every good leader and every aspect of being a good leader connects back to setting clear expectations. When I get back to my work area, I will apply this in the way that I'll build a stronger relationship with every employee I have so that my communication for my expectations is clear and is most effective. Thank you.
Jamil, congratulations.
Good evening. My name is Jamil Bryant and I am the DIS coordinator here at UPS. One of the many things that I've learned here in FSTS was the steps and levels you have to take in becoming a great leader. Taking on the role of a supervisor and the responsibilities that come with it is only just the first step. You have to work your way up and show that you care for your people and will always have them in your best interest. I also learned that building relationships is key to success when working with people. When you become a supervisor, you become more than a person in management. You become a coach, a friend, a mentor, and so many other things. When your people are happy, you are happy, and nothing is better than working in a happier environment. I plan to take back what I've learned to my area so I can be a more engaging person and a role model to my peers and employees. Thank you.
Destiny had a perfect test score. Congratulations.
Hello, my name is Destiny Bowman. I'm a frontline supervisor on the 911 ramp. One of the many things I've learned during my time at FSTS is how to be a leader rather than a manager, and why building relationships with my employees and coworkers is so important. I learned that managers do the right thing while leaders do what's right. I'm going to bring that back to my area by learning more about my employees and what we have in common, in hopes to build that better relationship and make work more enjoyable every night. Thank you.
Blake had a perfect test score and was part of the competition winning team. Congratulations, Blake.
Good evening, class. My name is Blake Borgelt, and I work for 911 Marshalling. First of all, I'd like to take this opportunity to say thank you to my classmates. It's been wonderful to learn and grow with you over the last 2 weeks. Of all the things that I've learned in Frontline Supervisor Training School, the most important to me has been the importance of building relationships. As James has taught us several times, most of us spend more time at work than we do with our own families, and our employees do as well. That gives supervisors the opportunity to play a very influential role in the lives of our people. And that's something that I'll take back with me to my work area. Thank you.
Darrien, congratulations.
My name is Darrien Cummings. One of the many things I've learned here at FSTS is communication is key. Having things like updated directories or making sure equipment works is very important. When I'm back in my area, I will make sure all things are updated, just in case I need to contact anyone. Anything could happen. Also, equipment needs to be made sure that it works. So just in case you need to contact whoever you need. Thank you.
And now, with tonight's legacy, is Henry.
Each one of us here has played an important part in the progress of our company to date. Each new day affords us further opportunities for achievement. Our business happens to be a particularly fascinating business. It provides outlets for all the ability we possess. It's our business. Our managers are not merely hired men. They are the directors and the owners of the business in which all of us work. We probably have a stronger feeling of individual security than people in most other companies. Our jobs and our fortunes, almost our very lives, are here. Each of us, therefore, has a many-sided interest in helping to keep our company successful. In addition to financial rewards, present and future, there is for us that feeling of self-satisfaction and exhilaration which comes to people of brown blood when they have accomplished something worthwhile. Even though I may have had no direct part in it, to me the opening of a new plant, the acquisition of another store, the accomplishment of a difficult task, the development of a new idea, the improvement of an operating method, the advancement of one of our people is always a thrilling event. Yes, we have a business that offers much, not only to us, but to people still unknown. To me, this legacy is everything that UPS is. We are a business, yes, but we are also so much more. Everybody's lives are spent here when you're here. We, as James has said many, many times, we spend more time with our employees than they do with their families. So why not make the absolute best of that? Why not make this your shining star, your best moment? Do everything you can to move up in the company, make it better, progress the company, move it forward. because that's what we are here for. That's what we're in FSTS for. They're here to make us better. Now we need to go forth and make UPS better, and then just continue that trend. Develop your people. One of the key leadership skills that we learned is development. We need to learn how to make our people better. And then whenever they get promoted, as James has said, you will feel that. You will feel happy for them. You will feel proud of them. And every moment that happens, every time you make an achievement, improve an operating method or anything, you will feel pride. And you will just want to continue to do that. And if we all continue to do that, we can make UPS a much better company. Thank you.
Class, you chose wisely. With that being said, I've had the privilege to help out in Building 1 a couple different times over the last year and a half or so. And I can tell you just from seeing Henry out there on the outbound belts, he's definitely a positive light out there. Also, with that being said, Henry, I want to bring back up here one last time. As a legacy winner, we are awarding a watch, UPS watch to you. So congratulations on the legacy winner itself.
Thank you.
Last but not least, I want you guys to give yourself a round of applause. Special Father's Day wish to Bryant and his 2 new twins that he had, and best of luck going forward with your endeavors outside of UPS. I know we said it earlier, but we'll always be here. Michael and I will always be here as contact if you guys need anything. Thank you guys for showing up. I won't say who you are, just so people won't get upset with who you are. But thank you guys. Graduation's officially over. Let's go have some fun.